joining us. You are watching the news on African Free Press Television. My name is Bridget Okudili with the stories that made headlines in the news this week. The privatization of defunct Nigeria Telecommunications company NITDA and mobile telecommunications MTEL by the administration of President Goodluck Jonathan has turned out to be a success. A new telecommunications company is set to be launched in March in 3 major cities in Nigeria: Abuja, Lagos, and Port Harcourt. The chairman of NATCOM Development and Investment Limited, Mr. Olatunde Ayeni, has announced that the company has concluded plans to kick off operations. Mr. Ayeni, in the presentation to the House of Representatives Joint Committees on Communication as well as that of Commercialization and Privatization in Abuja, said that the firm will provide 4,000 jobs in the rollout plan. He told the committees that a sum of $1 billion has so far been injected into the revival of NITDA and its sister company MTEL, acquired by NATCOM under guided liquidation. A federal high court in Abuja on Wednesday ordered the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Jan'16, to be transferred to Kuje prison in Abuja, pending the determination of the charge against him. Mr. Kanu is facing a 6-count charge of treasonable felony, along with 2 others, David Nwawusi and Benjamin Maduegu. He was also charged for allegedly maintaining an unlawful organization and for illegal possession of firearms. At the court opening session, Mr. Kanu's counsel, Vincent Obeta, prayed the court to allow his client be taken to Kuje prison for ease of access to him. The counsel to the federal government and Deputy Director of Prosecution Office of the Attorney General of the Federation, Mohammed Duri, however, asked the court to allow Mr. Kanu's continued detention by the SSS for ease of delivery to court sittings. In his ruling, the Judge James Itsoho agreed with Mr. Obeta and ordered Mr. Kanu taken to Kuje prison pending determination of his bail application on January 25th. Mr. Kanu, who was arrested by the SSS as he returned to Nigeria, has been in detention since October. The Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation (NNPC) Wednesday, January 20, 2016, announced the operational shutdown of the Port Harcourt and Kaduna refineries owing to crude supply challenges arising from recent attacks on vital crude oil pipelines. In a statement by the corporation, the plants were shut simultaneously on Sunday after the Boni Okrika crude supply line to the Port Harcourt refinery and the Escravos Warri crude supply line to the Kaduna refinery suffered breaches. The NNPC stated that before the closure, the Port Harcourt refinery was recording a daily PMS yield of over 4.1 million litres, while Kaduna refinery was posting a daily petrol production of about 1.3 million litres. The statement noted that the Warri Refining and Petrochemicals Company, WRPC, is still on stream and producing a little above 1.4 million litres of petrol per day. The Minister of Communications, Adebayo Shitu, has suspended the Director General of the National Information Technology Development Agency, NITDA, Peter Jack, for misconduct on becoming of a public officer of his cadre. Mr. Jack's suspension, which takes effect from January 20, 2016, was contained in a statement by the Special Assistant on Media to Mr. Shitu, Victor Oluwadamilare, on Wednesday. The indefinite suspension became imperative on the strength of deluge of petitions regarding several alleged wrongdoings in NITDA and subsequent preliminary findings of an investigative committee set up by the ministry, the statement said. According to the statement, some of the infractions identified by the investigative committee, made up of 3 senior officials of the ministry, included illegal recruitment of additional staff totaling 245 within a space of 7 months. The federal and state governments of Nigeria have signed what they declassified and updated Abuja Commitment on polio eradication in Nigeria. The Abuja Commitment, which was first signed in 2009 and revalidated in 2011, is an accountability tool conceived to ensure governors keep their side of the bargain towards total eradication of polio in Nigeria. Nigeria finally exited the list of polio-endemic countries in 2015 and is currently working as attainment of total eradication by 2019. Signing the new Abuja Commitment, state governors and local government chairmen expressed their commitments to rapid response to polio outbreak, advanced quarterly release for polio campaigns, and quarterly meetings with stakeholders. The Executive Secretary of the National Primary Healthcare Development Agency, Ado Muhammad, however, decried lack of commitment to polio throughout 2015. According to him, while 5 states fully achieved the 4 key indicators, 6 states could not implement a single state-level Abuja commitment. He said the 4 of the 5 states that kept to the commitment were high-risk states that include Bauchi, Jigawa, Kano and Kaduna, as well as Ondo State, which is a non-high-risk state. Over 300 Nigerians currently studying in Constanta Maritime University, Romania, on the scholarship of the Nigerian Maritime Administration and Safety Agency are facing threat of expulsion from the institution over the alleged refusal of the agency to pay their school fees and other sundry allowances. Investigations by reporters reveal that the young Nigerians have not been able to offset their fees, thereby drawing the anger of the officials of the institution, who have repeatedly threatened to send them back to Nigeria. Each of the students who are studying engineering, navigation and naval transport pays a total of 5,720 euros, making it 1.23 million naira by international exchange rates of 216 euros. The breakdown shows that each of them pays 4,500 euros as school fees, 300 euros as feeding allowance, 400 euros for accommodation, 220 euros as stipends, and 300 euros as winter allowance. Ugandans have expressed disappointment over President Yoweri Museveni's absence from the country's first ever live presidential debate last Friday. Many in Uganda felt that Museveni should have been present for the debate to justify his 30-year rule to the opposition. The first live debate saw several presidential candidates pleading their cases without the presence of the head of the Eastern African nation. Museveni's reason for not attending the debate was that the speech competitions should be left to high school students. The debate was attended by Professor Venasius Bayamureba, Maureen Kayla, Kiza Bisiji, Joseph Muziriri, Major General Benon Beraro, and Amama Mbabazi. While some people expressed disappointment, a local produce dealer, Charles Ojok, said that Museveni was smart not to attend because he would have made himself a laughingstock. Human rights organization Amnesty has accused Apple, Samsung and Sony, among others, of failing to do basic checks to ensure minerals used in their products are not mined by children. In a report into cobalt mining in the Democratic Republic of the Congo, DRC, it found children as young as 7 working in dangerous conditions. The firm said that they had a zero-tolerance policy towards child labor. The DRC produces at least 50% of the world's cobalt. Miners working in the area face long-term health problems and the risk of fatal accidents, according to Amnesty. It claimed at least 80 miners had died on the ground in southern DRC between September 2014 and December 2015. Meanwhile, in sports, the Nigerian squad in Rwanda claims it had not been paid allowances, despite reports in the media stating that old payments have been handed to the players. The Nine media reports the players and officials of the Super Eagles say they are yet to receive $2,000 match bonus and other camp allowances at the African Nations Championship in Rwanda. Some of the players who spoke exclusively to Goal.com said they only received assurance that the money would be paid as soon as possible. And for more stories, please log on to our website at www.africanfreepress.com, like our Facebook page at African Free Press, follow us on Twitter at African Free Press. Don't forget to join in our discussions at African Free Press Forum and subscribe to our YouTube channel at African Free Press. My name is Bridget Okudili. Do have a good day.